Hi, it's Jason with Intricate Coatings here at a new community.